morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever y'all at in the world. Snapzilla Gorilla with the definition of anarchy coming at y'all with another video. And this one is in regards to the Arbery case as well. Okay? And I'm going to keep coming at these people because what they're doing is misleading and manipulating their followers. Okay? Because, listen, there's way too much information out there in regards to the Ahmaud Arbery case. Way too much information out there for them to have this, to peddle this nonsense to people. And I'm going to point it out as we go along because I'm getting tired of it. And it's about time we bring the truth to it. Like, we have to, these people constantly talk about facts and how we need to stick with the facts and we need to be objective and unbiased. Yet, they're deliberately, in my mind, I can't speak to their intent, but I think they're deliberately omitting very important key factors involved in this case. And they're throwing out red herrings. They're attacking straw men and all this other stuff. We need to stick to what is right, okay? And this goes for the conservative twins. This goes for Brandon Tatum and maybe even Anthony Brian Logan. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. These guys, they're really stepping in it, okay? Now, we're going to start with this. I'm going to play their video. We're going to see what they're talking about. Make sure this is tight. All right. Got to get this together.
Yeah, I'm not going to share any of my personal opinions. Yeah,
Lies.
I don't know how many death threats I've gotten over the last couple of days. Yeah, just because we did the initial video about this horrible. Yeah, I ain't did nothing to nobody. Yeah, I'm not the McMichaels. I'm not George Zimmerman. You cannot trade me in for Eminem. I mean, come on, people. I mean, we're gonna remain objective. We're just gonna, there's some new evidence. We're gonna stick with the fact.
Look, see, we're gonna stay objective. We're gonna stick with the facts. Let's make sure we understand that.
I'm not gonna share opinions. Unfortunately, I have to explain to people what's the difference between a fact and an opinion. Now, an opinion is just my viewpoint. Yeah. I can't prove it. It's just how I feel about a situation. Yeah, like an opinion is a transgender female is a female. No, that's an opinion. That's not a fact. That's a dude with boobs. And that's backed by science and biology. I thought we wasn't gonna piss off people in this video. I'm just stating the facts. Give me another example. All right. It's a fact. No, I think you pretty much explained the difference. I'll give you another example. A lot of people say I'm a self-hating Uncle Tom and that I'm a coon and I hate black folks. That's your opinion. That's not a fact. I mean, besides, look at us. Why would we hate ourselves? Every time I look in the mirror, I want to thank God. Trust me, I don't hate myself. So an opinion is a viewpoint. You can't prove it. A fact is backed by evidence. It's backed by evidence. Something you can prove. Yeah. Now that we understand.
Now you listening to this, right? They just explain what a fact is. All right. And they're right. Their definition of a fact is correct. I want y'all to pay attention how they're harping on facts. Oh, this is a fact. That's a fact. This is what a fact is. All right. Let's see if you stick to it. All of it.
I want you to remain objective. Yeah. I mean, don't look at this. If you're on the McMichael side because you're white, and if you're on the side of Ahmaud Arbery because you're black, look, if you want to be racist, go ahead. I'm not going to play that game. Yeah. We're not going to play that race game. Yeah. If you want to be an effing racist, it's a free country. Yeah. Go ahead. But you should not let color, race, nationality cloud your judgment. Yeah, just be objective. So go colorblind, man. So I'm going to stick with the new facts and evidences. Okay. Originally, when the story broke, the media painted this as a jogger, a black jogger going through a white neighborhood. He was gunned down for being black in a white neighborhood. Now, let me tell you this. Me being a conservative, I don't believe everything I hear on the right. I sure as hell don't believe anything on the left.
Wait. Do you guys really believe that they don't believe everything they hear on the right? These people, look, these two guys right here, they have completely bought into the left-right paradigm, okay? The false left-right paradigm. They are sternly and staunchly cemented in that thought process, okay? It's right versus left for them, okay? And whatever that entails. If it entails shitting on black folks, they'll do it. That's what they do. That's most of their comedy revolves around shitting on black folks, okay? Talking about how great white folks are. Look, I've watched dozens of their videos. This is what they do. So they tell people like that, tell people to not to think about race and stay away from race and all that. But they wouldn't be in the position they're in if it wasn't for them harping on race, shitting on black folks. That's what they do. Point blank and period. I don't care what y'all say. Listen, I know that they're popular, and they're popular on the right for show. Conservative white folks love them. I don't care about none of that. You know, when I get on Brandon Tatum, now I don't attack Brandon Tatum personally. I don't attack his person. I attack his viewpoints. I attack his ideas, his arguments, right? But people, when I do videos on it, people love to come on my shit and they attack me, but they're not rebutting anything I'm saying. They're saying, this one person said, you just mad because you got only 700 subscribers and he has 500,000 or something. I'm like, dude, like, Brandon Tatum has been around much longer than me on YouTube, and when he came out, it was very controversial. Like, you know, I don't have the story that he has. You know, and that's what these cats got. They got the story of the red pilling. I used to be a Democrat, now I'm a Republican, blah, blah, blah. It's sensationalizing, you know, and then they start, listen, let me not get into that. But this is the thing. Cats like them, if it wasn't for racism, they would not be where they are, okay? But they tell you the racism doesn't exist. Oh, there ain't no such thing as racism. There ain't no such thing as white privilege. Listen, I'm not here to argue that. What I'm trying to tell you is these guys are full of crap. Them, Brandon Tatum, are full of crap because they love to bring up race. Don't get it twisted. Prove to me how that's not true in the comment section. You can attack me personally all you want. I don't care. Like, I love and like every comment because I like when people speak their mind, no matter how stupid they sound. At least they're speaking their mind, and I believe in free speech to the nth degree. So say what you got to say in the comment section. I don't care. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to love it. I'm going to like it. And you know what I tell you? From now on, the most insulting comment, I will pin it so everybody can see it. Pin it and highlight it. Anyway, let's keep going. These guys are full of crap. Okay, let's keep going.
I double check everything. I don't believe nothing I read in the paper. I urge you, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, to do the same. But that's just us. Yeah. Okay. So originally, that's what the media reported. But this new evidence, this new video footage, does not support that. Here's Arbery, Ahmaud, walking in the neighborhood. Yeah. Maybe he was running early. Maybe it's time. I don't know. I'm just going to stick to what the facts, the evidence show. He's walking.
I like what he just said, though. I like what he just said. Maybe he was running earlier. He doesn't know. But because they saw him walking toward the house, other people, right? Like ABL, Brandon Tatum, they assume automatically, oh, see, he ain't no jogger at all. He never jogged in his life. Ain't no black people jogging. I mean, it's retarded. The real shit. It's retarded. Okay? Well, that's an insult to retarded people. That is silly and asinine. You don't know what the guy was doing before he came into the frame of that video. Okay? I like what he just said. He doesn't know if he was jogging earlier or not. Good point.
Reason he stops, looks around, and he sprints into the house. And at this point, the McMichaels observed him running the house. Yeah. At this point, they jump on a 911 call. At this point, they have probable cause to arrest this man because what he just did was trespass and commit a burglary. Yeah, and there's video footage to show him he's actually...
Now, look, man. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
So the reason why we're showing you this evidence, just for clarification again, is to show under Georgia law that McMichaels now have a right to perform a citizen's arrest. Without this, they don't have the right to stop him at all. Here's more evidence to support it. This is the 911 call.
Now, let me point something out to you guys. See, you see what they just did there, right? Now, I already explained in what instance you have a right to make a citizen's arrest. Now, let's say they were walking down the street, Batman and Robin McMichaels, okay? Let's say they were walking down the street and they saw Arbery, and they were pretty close. Let's say they were like a few yards behind Arbery, up to 10 yards. They saw him run up in the house, right, and trespass. And for some reason, they believe he doesn't belong there. Okay, well, at that point, he trespassed. Now, they have, under Georgia law, okay, under Georgia law, let's stick to the Georgia law. I'm not going to, they don't have a right to do shit to this individual, no matter what he do, as long as he's not hurting another person. Anyway, let's say they saw him run up in that house. He trespassed, and they're right at the house. Let's say they're in the front of the house, he's in the house. At that point, they have a right, under Georgia law, to make a citizen's arrest, okay? At that point in time, from what I understand. Now, in this instance, in the real instance, right? In the real world, not in fantasy world where the black conservatives love to live, they were in their own house or whatever. They weren't in the vicinity. They weren't even close enough. They weren't within Ahmaud's sphere of influence. They couldn't have done anything from that point in time. Another neighbor called out to Arbery and asked him something and yelled out to him, allegedly. Then Arbery took off. Okay? Now, while he was in the house, no one definitively witnessed him committing a felony. All right? Standing in a house that doesn't belong to you is not a felony. It's a misdemeanor under Georgia law. It's trespass. It's misdemeanor trespassing. The only way you can pursue a suspect that has left the scene of a crime is if you have reasonable suspicion or you have witnessed him. You actually witnessed that individual taking something or doing something other than just being in the house. So once you're in the house, that's a misdemeanor. Once you do something like you take something, or you beat somebody up, or you do something else, you vandalize the place. Let's say you break a few studs. Okay, now you have committed a felony. I don't even know if vandalism would be a felony. But let's stick to just the robbery, the burglary part. Okay, because that's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying he was burglarizing or had the intent to burglarize. He didn't burglarize. He got in there. He didn't even break in. It wasn't even breaking and entering. It was entering. He walked straight up into the house. Okay, trespass. Then there was nothing else that happened. He looked around. They saw him looking around in the house, and they didn't tell the 911 individual, which you'll see, the operator, that they witnessed him taking anything. Okay? If they had witnessed him taking something, boom, that's a felony. That didn't happen. And this is the key point. This is the key factor in this case. Did they or did they not witness him performing a burglary? No, they did not. The video didn't show it, and they didn't indicate that when they called the police. And then in the police report, there's nothing that indicates that they were going to make a citizen's arrest. Neither the officer that took the report nor them said anything about making a citizen's arrest. Point blank and period. There was no felony in the act of him trespassing. And then when he left, if you haven't gotten him, if you didn't get arrested before he left, then you have no right to arrest him. You call the police and you have them go handle the business. Period. So they're lying to you. And this is why, like, I'll repeat this, I don't know how many times I got to say it. But these cats right here, they are lying to people. They're lying and misleading the people, and they have such a huge following. and so many people in their cult of personality that they can get away with it. But I'm here to debunk them, and I'm here to say, look, they're lying to y'all. So when you come up in my comment section, understand what I'm saying. They're lying. So you tell me, why don't you guys, if you have a problem with what I'm saying, tell me where I'm wrong in regards to what I just said. In neither of the videos that were taken of him in that house did he take anything. He trespassed, misdemeanor, not a felony. They cannot pursue him. They cannot stop him. They can follow him. They can tell the police where he's going and where he ended up. They cannot cut him off. They cannot confront him with or without weapons. All right? So come on, man. Miss him with the BS. Liars.
Since Operator Smith.
Hey, I'm about to do a tour. There's great things out here. There's a guy in the house right now. The house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right there at
They're giving an address.
Silver Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask y'all something. What did they prove by playing that audio? What did they prove? Not a damn thing. You know why? He said he's in the house. No, it's open. He didn't break into anything. No, it's open right now. Oh, he's taking off right now. What? Where did he indicate that a felony was being committed? He did not. See, now either they're stupid or they're lying to you. I don't think they're stupid. I think they're lying to you. They're trying to manipulate you and drive you towards a certain narrative. Okay? They're full of crap. These people, him, Brandon Tatum. Listen, Brandon Tatum was on a debate with with a black lawyer and black police officer, right? And they tore his ass up, tore him up, gave him the business. They taught him about the law. Okay? Now, then later on, I guess he debated another guy, a different individual, a lawyer, and they thought, his audience, of course, thought that he tore him up, but the way he was coming at the debate, it wasn't really a real debate. It was just him. Listen, he's not a good debater. Okay, he's loud, he's brash. That does not make you a good debater. Okay, when you're stating non-facts and conveying them as facts, that does not make you a good debater. When this lawyer that he posted on his page, on his channel, was trying to explain to him things, it was just going in one ear and out the other, and he just kept repeating falsities. Okay, and this is what they're doing. They're repeating a falsity. Georgia law did not give Batman and Robin McMichaels the ability to pursue anybody. It's a lie. So, when they tell you that, oh man, it's a bunch of nonsense, man. A bunch of nonsense. So, I don't understand why people don't look into things themselves. They just believe what they're being told. And now you got this cat right here. These cats, they're just a bunch of nonsense. And it's really upsetting because guess why? These people hold a lot of influence and they can drive. And there's so many impressionable adults these days. I remember when adults used to be not so impressionable. They used to be able to fact check. They used to be able to look into things, not believe so much of what they heard from everybody. Look, the facts bear out that there was no evidence of a felony, and the facts bear out that they did not indicate a felony was occurring. They cannot be pursued. Why do I keep repeating it? Well, because goddamn, that's what it is, shouty. You understand? That's what it is. I'm repeating it so that people can understand what reality is. And the reality is that these guys are lying to you. Okay, let's keep going.
Michael's still chase. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people say they're overzealous. No, that's not a fact. That's your opinion. Yeah. They have the legal right to do whatever they want in their neighborhood under law. They can give chase to this man. Only the
You see that? There they are. They were repeating the lies. Oh, let's keep repeating the lie. If we repeat the lie enough, then it will be taken as fact. And that couldn't be further from the truth, y'all. These people are full of crap. They're trying to tell you that they're giving you facts. They're not doing anything in opinion, right? Well, it's definitely not their opinion that they're going to manipulate and lie to you. That they can get you to believe whatever they tell you because they're such such a personality. And that's what the cult of personality does, man. That's what cognitive dissonance does. You'll ignore the fact that there was no felony committed, and that's the only time you can pursue someone who's committing a crime in according to Georgia state law. But they're not telling you that. They're deliberately omitting it. They know better. They know better. I'm not. Listen, man. I ain't here for no games. They know.
Yeah. The Constitution gives this man rights and freedoms, and he has the right to do this. And y'all may see him as being overzealous, but this is his neighborhood. This is his right. I'm not going to tell a man, a retired police officer, what he can and cannot do in his own neighborhood. That's his right.
You see, a retired police officer. You see what they did there? They just qualified his ability to. They just gave him more rights than everybody else. As a police officer, he has a right to chase someone down who did not commit a felony and his son ends up killing him. No, they don't have that right. They don't have that right. The lies just keep piling on, y'all. The lies pile on, and y'all are soaking it up, and y'all love it because it brings validity to your ignorant nonsense. If you believe what these guys are saying and you don't understand how to go look this stuff up, if you don't understand how to read and comprehend, then you just fell for the okie doke. If you believe what these cats are saying, they're full of shit and so are you. Let's keep going.
It's a free country. He has the right to do that. So we showed you the footage that gives him the right to perform.
It's a free country. He has a right to do that. All they're doing are stating opinions. Really, they're lies because they know better than that. No, you do not have the right to chase someone down that you saw standing in an abandoned house and that left it. No, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have the right to confront someone and physically block them. You don't have that right. No, they're full of shit. They don't know what rights are. No, you don't have the right to do that. No, you don't. That's that's BS. Okay? Straight up and down, you're full of shit. Tell me where I'm wrong. Who has the right if there's an abandoned house, someone steps into the abandoned house, looks around, and they run out? You don't have the right to chase them down and kill them. What are you talking about? The Georgia state law, nor the Constitution, nor God gives you the right to do that. Come on, man. Come on.
They give chase. Mr. McMichael stops on the right side of the road. Yeah. Ahmaud's running up on the left side. Yeah. His son, Mr. McMichael's son, is on the left side of the road, just with a shotgun. With a shotgun. Now, under Georgia law, he has a legal right to do that. You can open carry in Georgia.
Yeah, that's true.
A Second Amendment state. Yeah, that's a good old boy state. They believe in the Constitution in Georgia, right? So he's not breaking any laws.
What was that? That was an opinion. That's a good old boy state. They believe in the Constitution in Georgia. That's a bunch of nonsense. If they believed in the Constitution in Georgia, then why are there police officers? Why? What? These guys are full of shit. They just, oh my God. Listen to these idiots. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. They're not idiots. They're very intelligent. They know what they're doing. They know how to get on these people's good side. It's their bread and butter. It's their bread and butter to sit up here and pander and tell people that give them the biggest following. their base. They're telling them what they want to hear, even if it's a bunch of nonsense, because they know they're going to be believed, and they know they're probably going to gain more followers, and they're going to retain the followers they got. It's all about follower retention.
To arrest him for the civil arrest. And it's a fact at this point, the only person that has broken the law up to this point under Georgia law is Ahmaud, unfortunately. Yeah.
There you go, lying again. The fact that they cut him off and got out and tried to stop him, that's the crime. Because again, no felony, you cannot pursue. That's Georgia state law.
For some reason, Ahmaud, instead of running down the street, he decides to approach Mr. McMichael's son holding a shotgun. Yeah. Starts punching him in the face and trying to take his
Wait, is that what happened? No, that's not what, they're lying to you again. Let me tell you what happened, okay? Ahmaud ran around. Okay, so Robin McMichaels is standing on the left side of the road, okay? The left side of the road. Ahmaud is approaching the left side of the truck, okay? Then he goes around the other side, right? Opposite side of Robin McMichaels. Robin McMichaels meets Arbery at the front of the truck, and you see that Arbery is grabbing the barrel of the shotgun. There's no punching happening yet. A shot goes off, boom, they end up on the other side, on the left side of the road again. They're struggling, and that's when Arbery starts punching Robin McMichaels, because this dude's pulling the trigger and firing a shotgun at him. Okay? But then, listen, they're full of crap, man. I think I'm done with this, man. I'm done with this. I just wanted to point out the fact, look, I've said what I said plenty of times. There's still no evidence that a burglary was committed. There's no evidence that a felony was committed. They did not have the right to pursue. They didn't indicate that they felt like a robbery a burglary was being committed. They only indicated trespassing, misdemeanor, not a felony. You cannot pursue. They're not going to tell you that because they're full of crap and they want to retain their subscribers and they don't want to tell the truth. They're shilling.